Hi everybody and welcome back to Lean English. I'm Ed and I'm here to help you achieve your pronunciation goals. I know that lots of you are studying for the IELTS exam or thinking about taking it in the future. So in this video I'm going to explain what you need to do to get top marks for pronunciation in the IELTS speaking exam. Let's take a look at the marking criteria now. To get top marks for pronunciation, you need to use a full range of pronunciation features with precision and subtlety. So what does this mean exactly? Pronunciation features include individual sounds, word stress, sentence stress, intonation, connected speech, and phrasing. Let's look at each of these in a bit more detail. You should pronounce individual sounds accurately. They don't have to be perfect, and it's okay to have an accent, but individual sounds should consistently fall within a range which doesn't affect the clarity of your speech. The correct syllables should be stressed in individual words. Consistently stressing the wrong syllable or failing to stress any syllables will reduce your score. The appropriate word should be stressed in each phrase. Consistently stressing function words instead of content words or failing to stress any words will reduce your score. You should use natural intonation patterns when you speak. Unnatural intonation patterns or a lack of intonation in general will reduce your score. You should demonstrate features of connected speech such as linking and elision. If you don't demonstrate these features, you'll be more difficult to understand and your score will be reduced. Finally, you should speak in short, concise phrases with short pauses between each phrase. This is also known as chunking, thought groups, or speech units. If you speak in one long discourse without any pauses, it will be more difficult for the examiner to understand you and your score will be reduced. Let's go back to the marking criteria. To achieve top marks for pronunciation, you also need to sustain flexible use of features throughout. This means you're able to change your pronunciation according to the meaning of a phrase. For example, individual sounds may change in connected speech, and you should use both strong and weak forms of function words where appropriate. Who are you writing to? I'm writing to my parents. Word stress may also change in word families and for emphasis, so you should remember to stress different syllables where appropriate. The country imports lots of imports. Sentence stress may also vary depending on the meaning of a sentence, so you should remember to stress different words where appropriate. My name's Ed. No, my name's Ed. Intonation frequently changes according to the meaning of a phrase, so you should use changes in intonation to express emotions, indicate important information, add meaning, and structure your discourse. You're going to London. You're going to London? Finally, the beginning and end of a phrase are usually dictated by its grammar, but it may change depending on its meaning. I went running yesterday. It was fun. I went running. Yesterday it was fun. Let's go back to the marking criteria. To get top marks for pronunciation, you need to be effortless to understand. This means your intelligibility is not affected by mistakes. You don't need to be perfect because not even native speakers are perfect, but any mispronounced words should be few and far between so that it's obvious to the examiner what you mean from the context. Obviously, the more words you mispronounce, the more difficult it will be for the examiner to understand you, and your score will be reduced. So how can you improve your pronunciation and get top marks in the IELTS exam? The first step is to watch my other videos. I've made lots of videos all about English pronunciation, which you can find on my YouTube channel. Then practice, practice, practice. Pronunciation is a physical process and it requires regular practice over several months to see an improvement. Finally, speak slowly in the exam. There are no extra points for speaking quickly, and you won't lose marks unless you speak so slowly that it affects your intelligibility. So take your time and really focus on what you say and how you say it. Well, that's the end of the lesson, but how are you preparing for the IELTS exam? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.